beautiful people, welcome back to Wellington Witch. My name is Lorien and I am the Wellington Witch. Thank you so much for being here today. This will cover the next 2 weeks, or the final 2 weeks of August 17th to the 31st. As always, I want to change it up a little bit. So we've got the Psychic Tarot, we have romance cards for the love, and a little message from your angel guides, or just anybody who wants to talk through the cards, just to give you some insight into what may be coming through for the next 2 weeks and any advice they want to give you. I just want to say thank you so much, everybody, whether you're new here, whether you're a very loyal returning subscriber, thank you so much, first of all, and thank you so much for also trusting me with your stories and, you know, sharing things, supporting others. I do see you, I appreciate every single one of you, and thank you so much for making the channel what it is today. Thank you. So without further ado, we are going to go into the sun, moon and rising. Please do watch any one that you feel you are drawn to, whether it be your sun, moon, rising. The new moon is going to be on the 19th in Leo, and I will be focusing on the astrology for that with your rising sign. So if you want to figure out how it's going to affect you, look at your rising sign. If you don't know what your rising or your chart is, I recommend going to astro.com just to fill out your details, and they should be able to fill in everything else for you. So let's get on to the readings. Thank you very much. If you'd like to get in touch with me, all the information is in the description box, but let's see what's happening in the next 2 weeks. Hello Gemini, welcome to your reading. So this will be for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's have a look and see what's going on for you in these next 2 weeks till the end of August. Is this Gemini? Oh, already I feel this is for you. Okay, so we have moving on. I do reversals, but with this one I don't, because they should not, I haven't practiced with these as much, so I'm just, yeah, there we go. So moving on, we have new beginnings. Okay, we have partnerships and alliances, intuition, and the final card for you, fertility. Okay, and don't worry, it doesn't mean anything about pregnancy here. It may be that you're just treating, you know, something like animals as your children or something like that. Anyway, let's have a look and see what's coming up for you guys. So this is the card I feel that's more towards you actually growing. I feel a lot of this is you understanding the next stage. So you're not really searching for the next stage. You're actually, I'm just going to move that out of the way so it actually got some light for it. Sorry about that. My mother decided to call up, so if there is a cut off, I apologise. But there is something that seems to be, you already know the next stage. You're not searching for the next stage. You're not looking for the next thing for you. You're not searching for anything. You kind of already know. Whether or not that is something that's from your intuition knows what the next stage is, but you are not consciously aware of it just yet. That could be something that is building up in these next 2 weeks. I do feel though that there is a new beginning and you're going to be helped very much by people around you. Now this could be friend groups of a particular area, so we sometimes have work friends, we may have friends who know this side of us, we may have friends who know other sides of us, it could even be family. It doesn't matter exactly which one it is, and it will be based on your individual as well, but it mainly feels to me like people are going to be responding to you in a helpful way, in a way that's actually allowing you to take the steps necessary to go to the next stage. So the moving on card, I do see that you are having this transition now. It's almost like from autumn into spring. It could be that you are in the southern hemisphere or something like that, and you're going from this kind of wintry area into spring. It could also be that from the autumn of this time, like from September onwards, you start to feel kind of a transition of renewal, and then it actually comes full circle in spring. That's what's coming up for me here. It just feels like You may be going within a little bit, having a bit of a rite of passage, figuring out what you need to do before you then are able to manifest what you need in next spring. But for the next 2 weeks, I do see you going, okay, time's up. I'm actually going to be doing this and this and this. I'm working to a deadline, or I'm going to limit myself as to how much time I spend thinking about such and such, and I'm actually going to put my money where my mouth is, or I'm going to put my efforts into something that means more to me. If you are Gemini rising, the new moon in Leo on the 19th falls into your third house. Now, your third house is the mind, thinking, communication, siblings, social activity, interests. Basically, though, it's how you communicate. You can write, or you can, you're just basically communicating. And with this, I feel that you will be communicating with yourself a lot more. There is a running joke, certainly around some, similar people to me, spiritual people, things, that Gemini, if you have it in your main 3, you tend to talk to yourself a lot and answer your own questions. And I can prove I'm a Gemini moon. I do that quite a lot. So you're probably going to talk to yourself a lot and just be very, do I want this? Do I want that? I don't know. Constantly questioning things. Because, you're ruled by Mercury. You're going to be wanting to figure things out. You're probably going to want to ask questions. Give yourself the time to think about it in your subconscious or your intuition, and then it answers you. So over the next 2 weeks, I do see you thinking about it. You're thinking about where you want to go next. You're thinking about what challenges you want to maybe take on board. Either way, though, the Fool here, which is new beginnings, not everybody is going to get it. Not everybody is going to get your take on, look, I'm stepping out, I want to come into the world now. This to me represents a soul stepping out from the afterlife and back into the world. You've chosen this path, you've chosen to be here. So this is basically, for a reason, are you going to spontaneously follow a different path? Or are you going to think about where you're treading next? I think that the Fool sometimes abandons all thought and just goes where instinct guides them, which can lead to incredible results. So you could actually be, you know what, I'm stepping forwards, I am being me, I am doing what I want to do. Spontaneity can help you, but also having faith in yourself can help you. Having faith in this potential that comes forwards, that gives you this feeling of, oh, anything is possible. If you're excited, I think I said it on another reading recently, but if you're excited and you find it a little bit scared at the same time, but if it excites you, then it's probably worth doing. I remember when I was flying all across the world to New Zealand on my own, had only my suitcase with me, and I was going on my own. I felt excited. I was excited, but I obviously was nervous because I wasn't sure what was going to meet me on the other side. But I was excited, and I think anything that excites you is worth exploring. It's worth looking into. So it could be that you have been, within reason, but it could be that you have been, looking at a new project, or thinking of, maybe I can do my house up. Maybe I can do that. Or maybe I can get a new hairstyle, and it excites me, and let me see how it is. If it's maybe this person is really attractive, you excite me, I want to play away from my partner with you, I wouldn't recommend that. But it does seem like you are finding a new joy in what you do, or a new angle to appreciate things. And it just feels a lot like you're getting back into your Gemini spirit a little bit. Now, partnerships and alliances, I think somebody who may be already on your side, it could be somebody that you've already known a long time, maybe a boss, a partner, a best friend, a friend group that's in particular that, in relation to what you want to move towards in a new beginning. They could be your saving grace here. They could be like, yes, I agree. Let me give you a helping hand. Let me help you up here. Let me provide support. Let me be here for you. Now, I do feel this is definitely going to be something to do about community, teamwork, collaboration. It's going to be something that you're like, yes, a handshake, and just basically not just them helping you, but you helping them as well. So maybe it was in a mutual interest, an opportunity for growth for both of you. Whether that's somebody gets a deal because you do something, or somebody actually gets the job because you coach them and you get a testimonial or something like that. It could be anything. It could be you help your partner with something and they help you with something in return. It could be that simple. But I just feel that there's a lot guiding you here. Intuition is the high priestess, so I do feel this unconscious awareness, the potential for a mystery to unfold, for you to kind of just close your eyes and believe that the universe is guiding you to the right stage, and because you feel it in your soul that this is something that you're meant to be doing. I think for some of you, you have missed a spark recently. You've missed a spark. You've missed something that ignites you, and you've lost it for maybe something that you've loved for a long time, and it just feels like, oh, a struggle or something. There is a way around that. There is a way to find that spark again. I know some witch friends of mine, they're feeling very disconnected from being witchy. Some people of mine have got writer's block. I've heard, just like on social media, I can't seem to find joy, and it's very difficult at the moment. It's so difficult at the moment because nothing is the same. It's like, oh, this is a weird thing, and especially if you're an empath, it could be a weird thing to pick up on people's distress. But if you have started something new, maybe you've started a new job, maybe you're going into a new job, want to change. This is being built about the community that you have. This is going to be about the teamwork that you have in the next 2 weeks. And it feels like your intuition is saying, you know what, I've guided you towards this, and this is the thing that you're meant to do. Therefore, you find that spark again. You find that spark because you realize, hey, this actually may bring me some joy here. I'm starting to see this come through because it's not as hard as I thought it was. So that kind of brings it out of you again. And fertility, sorry, I think I just knocked the camera. Fertility, is an incredible thing to have here. So again, this is not just babies and stuff like that. This is fertility of spirit. It's fertility of your life. It's abundance. It's nature. It's your senses being all encompassing. So this is, your top chakras, maybe your throat, your third eye, the crown, encompassing this golden halo here that has the solar plexus, has your gut instinct, but also your heart is the main thing that you're living from the next few weeks. You're living through your heart chakra. So please do, please do try at least to connect with that a lot more. Every decision you make, go, is this something that is my heart is telling me to do? Is it something that my gut is telling me to do? Mostly heart. Does it make my heart happy to do this? So that's something that I think that you're going to be looking into. Do what makes your heart happy. That's the main thing that I think is coming through here. It's something that feels more like you are on the right track. If you feel inspired, it's a slog. Sometimes, things that you do may feel too repetitive because you've been doing it a while. But there is a new way of doing things all the time, and we're having to find it now, especially, and reconnect with ourselves. And some of us don't do well with, having to go deeper within us. So just a little thought there. Let's have a look what your partnerships, relationships, romance card has to say. This is not just for loving relationships, but it does have a focus on that. Okay, let's see, what do we want to say to our Geminis? For some reason, one in the middle wanted to come out, so let's have a look. It is safe for you to love. Okay, I think that this is kind of saying that, yeah, it's safe for you to have that spark. It's safe for you to love what you do, and it's safe for you to love others because you have that helping hand. You have the support. I feel like, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. This is the fertility. It's the, okay, it's safe for me to give. It's safe for me to love people, show that affection to people. It's safe for me to be affectionate. It's safe for me to say, you know what, friend of mine that I have known maybe for years, I really do deeply care for you. Some people, may be uncomfortable with that, but it's safe for you to do that. and free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Yes, I feel like that's what you're doing. You are moving towards a new stage where you're feeling a spark on your own terms. The Fool, like I say, people may go, why are you doing this? Why are you changing? They may doubt you in some respects. Why are you leaving this job to go over there when you had an actual cushy job here? You know, what is wrong with you? And why are you going self-employed? Why are you leaving that partner? Why are you still with that partner? Why are you... People like to question people's motives all the time. But this is you taking back control of your life. This is you saying, you know what? This is my path. I'm walking it. You're in constant communication with yourself over the next 2 weeks, and you feel like you're taking back more control. You're setting your own schedule. You're setting your own terms, and your own energies will reflect that. So people who are maybe, talking to you, they'll notice the change. They should do anyway. They should notice a change in you. Oh, let's have a look and see what else is coming through for Gemini. Okay, you and you. The cards are different every single time, not physically different, but I mean the way that they present themselves. For every single sign, they have a way that they want to do things. This is something that I've noticed doing it, in the 2 weekly one for each individual sign. I've noticed that they change slightly. So these wanted to come from the middle and the top. These wanted to be shown immediately. Others are shown individually. It's just very strange. Let's see. Gifts from God. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive and spread your wings. So open your arms, spread your wings. It's definitely something that's telling you to take that risk. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you're ready to soar. Take the risk. If I can speak, submit the short story to the thing you don't think you have a chance in. Submit your proposal for a patent. Submit your invention. Apply for that grant. Get down on one knee if you want. It's something that feels a little bit like, you know what? I don't care about having a big, huge ceremony. Let's just do it now. Or it could be that, you know what? I really want to do this. This is making my heart happy. Okay, do it. It's something that says you're coming out of something, and I think it will manifest more in spring. But I feel as though whatever it starts now. This is like a precursor to what's coming in spring. So if you sit down every day, put your effort into whatever you're doing, I think you'll start to see the results of that coming through, not only now, but bigger when it comes to next year. Because the astrology of this year is very, very difficult. The astrology has been very trying. It eases a little bit in 2021. Eases up. May not be 100%, but it eases up. And I just think that this is going to be something that, is bringing you a sense of understanding. It's bringing you a sense of balance and productivity and a sense of, I'm in my heart chakra, I'm in my center, I'm feeling good. So I think if you can start that now and carry it through, it may balance you into next year where you feel like you finally get the payoff. So everything here is positive. I don't see one negative card here. Actually, no, you do not have one negative card, which is not to say anything is like really, really negative or positive. It just means that sometimes you have to look at things and check them. Here, I see it all as green light, Gemini. Green light. You've got it, you've got it. It just needs to continue that energy and continue doing what you love and continue being who you love to be. People say Gemini have two sides. They have the ability to switch off and they have the ability to switch on. I think you switched on is much more engaging and passionate and wonderful than you switched off. So I think that you're going to have that green light. You're going to be green light and switched on and actually giving who you love being to other people. So I think that's definitely a positive, Gemini. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear back from you. If you'd like to subscribe, share this video, just so other people like you can find it, I would greatly appreciate that as well. And if you'd like a question about this reading or any other things that's going on in your life, all the ways to get a reading or contact me are down below in the description box. In the meantime, though, my lovely, lovely Geminis, take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll speak to you very, very soon.